I hope you're in the mood for some astrology, Taurus. I am. It's June 2021. Didici here from astrology.com.au. I'm going to animate your chart, and you can see that there's some important planetary transits going on, especially the retrograde planets here. One, Pluto on this back end of your career sector, this ninth house, which is your value system. That has been a long-standing transit for you, which is reshaping the way you look at your belief systems. You're questioning yourself. That's always a good thing. Saturn delaying and also being retrograde now, very recently, showing a review of your work practices. Notice the trine aspects here to the Sun. Also, the Sun close proximity to retrograde Mercury now. This is in your finance sector, so there's a lot going on there. Venus moves out of that sector on the 5th of June into your third house to make contact with Mars. And you'll notice here Mars is exactly in that opposition aspect. You see the red line there? It's 180 degrees away, and that is probably, as I've said recently, at least partly to blame for that that Middle Eastern war. Mars and Pluto are warlike. Having that here in your third house of communication can make you rather volatile, reactive. Fortunately, you've got your ruling planet Venus that's coming to say, whoa, slow down, peace, love, dove, Hare Krishna's incense, all that groovy stuff. It does tend to soften the impact. And you notice here that after the 9th, Mars is moving out of the orb. You can see here by the degree, Mars is at 28 degrees, whereas Pluto is still remaining there at around 26. So that's nice. But you've got to note also that there could be a bit of a shake-up in your domestic arena this month due to the transit of Mars into your fourth house. And that, as you can see, it's just taking its time here, a little bit slow, moving off the mark. And on the 12th, there you have it. There's a strong link between Mars and your marital sector, your business partnerships, and this fourth house, which has to do with your domestic sphere, real estate, vehicles, and on a deeper level, your peace of mind. So when that Mars is there, it's considered a little bit troublesome, especially having passed that opposition of Pluto, which is very, very manipulative. The moon makes contact there on the 14th. And, you know, I did omit to show you the meaning of the new moon that takes place a little bit earlier than that in your second house of finance. Mercury being retrograde shows that you're doing a lot of rethinking about the way you're earning money and what you want to do with your finances at this stage. And having the new moon there does show you turning over a new leaf and maybe approaching your finances from a completely different angle. Mercury continues in its retrograde phase, and as the traditional view is that you should just take a little bit of time with what you do. I have a slightly different approach. For your sun sign, Mercury is a very favorable planet. It rules this fifth house, and it also rules the second house. Fifth and second house, very, very good. So the retrogression of Mercury indicates a stronger, more positive period for you in terms of your financial opportunities. There's also an indicator here with Venus in your third house that it's a perfect time really to renegotiate your workplace agreements, your income, that sort of thing. And that's supported by the transit of the Sun, what we call the Cancer ingress there on the 21st, 21, 22. It varies from year to year. But there it is. So at that time, you're really going to want to communicate your feelings, Taurus. You're going to want others to know exactly how you feel. Notice the stationary position of Mercury on the 23rd, 22nd, 23rd. That means it's ready to move into its forward motion, which happens very soon after that. As soon as that happens, most astrologers say, well, now we're ready to kick into action. There it is there, 24th. I say you should really wait a little bit. Even though you may get the green light, there may be some additional facts or figures that haven't really been brought to your attention. And you need to give that Mercury a little bit of time to catch up. It's a little bit slow, even though it's a fast-moving planet. When it's been retrograde, it's sort of just winding up to get back into its normal motion. Here we see a lot of passion around the home, especially in the last few days of the month. You'll notice here Venus, again, your ruler, moving into the 4th house here. It's going to catch up within a day or so to Mars. You might want to start redecorating the house. You want to maybe spend money on a car. These are all the areas I mentioned at the outset that influence the 4th house of your horoscope throughout this month of June. A nice conjunction there on the 29th of the moon with Jupiter in your 11th house of friendships. A great opportunity. Maybe not a great idea getting in touch with old friends that you didn't really get on well with, because that's a right angle here to the past karma point. The month finishes off on a little bit of a tense note with the moon and Neptune together. Bit of confusion over your friendships. Get clarity there. You see, it's not always Mercury retrograde that causes those sorts of misunderstandings. So there you have it. My what I call the Oracle Express, brief synopsis of June. Don't forget to pop on over to astrology.com.au. We're waiting for you there with the daily, weekly, and the monthly text reading, the chronological aspect date. And we've also still got another 6 months of the year. We've got the yearly readings there. Free readings, booked readings with me if you want them. Drop me a line here, and I'll see you next month. Take care. Bye-bye.